Welcome to our summer class. Our medical terminology course this summer is going to be one that's fairly intensive and not really governed by me when it comes to due dates. Everything that you have due will be due at the end of this summer session. But you will get emails from me reminding you that you have things that you should be working on during the entire summer. And let me show you what I mean. On the main page, that's what we're looking at here for the course. You'll see there's an announcement page. I won't have that many announcements for you. You'll see that there's also information to the syllabus and my information for office hours and my email address. Email is the best way to get in contact with me. If you ever need something answered, my rule is usually I get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. Usually it's a lot faster than that. Sometimes over the weekend, it might take me 48 hours to get back. Depends on what the email's about. But I'll get back to you. There's also information on where to find the syllabus for the class, so please read that too. But where we're going to go first to look at everything for the course is under the resource menu. Click on content. When you get to the next page, the first thing that you should see on the next page is your syllabus. Okay, there's a PDF document that has the official syllabus in there, but the rest of the information that you need is listed below. We do have a textbook for the class. The textbook is free. It's online. You'll be able to access it whenever you want to. I even provide you a downloadable version of each chapter in case the website's down for whatever reason. You can continue on and read the information as well. And you can read the rest of the information about communication and disability statements and how I evaluate you, what your grades would need to be in order to get certain grades for the course. And then what other university policies there are. But underneath the syllabus section for each one of the other content areas, okay, starting with the introduction section, I need you to go in here and you're going to read these three documents first. One of them is called Read This File First, and remember that for a second. The other two is just a textbook link to the introduction section of the textbook. And then the third one's an offline version of that first chapter within the textbook. That's all you have to do for the introduction. Then you're going to come over here and click on medical language rules. That is your first content area for this course. That area, with each one of these subsections, medical language rules, prefix, suffix, medical language, languages within anatomy and physiology, and integumentary system, respiratory system, urinary system, and so forth. There are 19, again, repeat, there are 19 modules that you need to go through. They'll give you all the reading information that you need. For this one, I give you a pronunciation web page and I also give you medical language rules textbook link in here. Okay. Once you click on those two, and I say once you click on those two, then your quizzes and assignments will appear for you within this content area under the medical language rule area. And what I mean by that is I set up rules to at least get you to try and make an attempt to look at the textbook information. There are some students that have taken this course in the past. They come in here and they say, I don't know where to find anything. I don't know what to do. I'm going to assessment. I'm clicking on the assignments link or I'm clicking on the quizzes link and I see nothing. The reason you're seeing nothing is because you're going in and you're not doing anything to start with the class. Probably you never watched this video to start with. So you don't know about how to find the information. So if you're at this point and you haven't known how to find the information, this is how you find the information. Okay, I'm finally sending you to go watch the video. Okay, but any assignment that I give or any quiz that I give you, it's always attached to certain rules. And the rule is usually you have to read the content area of the textbook chapter that's associated with that assignment or that quiz. So I make you go up to the content area, click on the textbook link, and at least make an attempt to try and get you to read the textbook information. Because there will always be students who just will click on this for about a half a second and then go take the quizzes and do the assignment. And good luck to you trying to get things done and trying to get a good grade if you don't bother reading through anything, okay, or studying for anything. For everybody else, the first assignment that you're going to do after you click on the textbook link, okay, you're going to go in and you're going to handwrite. It's the only assignment that I'm asking you to handwrite. Everything else can be typed. But this one is you're going to handwrite the different rules from the language rule book that it talks about within the chapter, and then provide examples of what those rules would be, handwritten examples. Take a picture of those, upload those pictures into this assignment area, and submit it. Okay, it's the only time I'm asking you to handwrite something. Everything else will be typed. Then you'll take a quiz. With each quiz, you get 5 attempts. Of those 5 attempts, I take the best grade, the only best grade that you have. There's no averages. Okay, so if you get to a point you got it like a 90% and you don't want to take the next one, you're fine. Just move on to the next section. Okay, now to move on to the next section, so for medical language rules, the next section after it is the prefix section of the class. Again, you have a reading information section, you have quizzes and assignments. The quizzes and assignment will not show up until after you read the prefix chapter in the textbook. So it's this link that you go and read. Okay? I'll also give you a short video about prefix introduction. Please watch that. Okay? But you have to visit that content in order to get to the quiz. Now, this whole chapter, this whole section on prefix actually has its own rule setup. So not only do I make you go read the textbook information, but you also, in order to see the next subsection, so for medical language rules, in order to see prefix, you have to get greater than or equal to 85% on the quiz for medical language quiz. Cancel that. 85% or greater on the medical language quiz, or you complete 3 attempts on that quiz. So if you get an 80 and an 80 and you've only completed 2 attempts and both of those scores were below 85%, prefix is not showing up for you yet. Okay. In order to see the prefix section, you have to get a score greater than 85%, or you have to complete at least 3 attempts. Okay. I do suggest that after you take a quiz to go back and restudy, because all of the quizzes draw their questions from a bank of questions, and you may not get the exact same questions the second time that you take the quiz. You may not get the same questions the third time that you take the quiz. So make sure you go back and restudy that information. So, quizzes and assignments, that's all that you're graded on in the class. Everything, all quizzes, all assignments are all due at the exact same time. That last Friday at 8 a.m. ends June 5th, 8 a.m. in the morning. That's the last time I take anything for this class. You have to get it all done by then. I will be sending updated emails at least weekly, if not more than that, trying to encourage students to keep going. If you want to press through and get this class done relatively quickly, please feel free. If you want to get it done within this first week and you just want to press through and do the whole thing, you're welcome to try. Okay. I will try and keep up and grade everything as you go through and try and complete assignments. It might take me a little bit, but I'll get there. Okay, but you have to complete 19 sections in order to complete the entire course. Okay, and make sure that you get grades for everything for the entire course. So all the way down to endocrine system is what you're looking to stop at. Okay, if you don't have it completed up to endocrine, you still have more stuff to do. If you don't see a new section, it means you either didn't get 85% or greater on the previous quiz, or you didn't make 3 attempts on that previous quiz. So please go and do it. If you have any questions, please email me. Thank you very much.